Well, welcome to Wandering Monks Alive, and here I am hanging out with some buddies. Speaking of hanging out with some buddies, uh, got Tony here with me tonight, and we're just going to get right into it. Hey, Tony.
Hey Dan, how you doing?
I'm good. It's good to be home. How are you doing?
Nice to see a picture of you and your brothers together.
Yeah. Mickey's on the left and James Paul's on the right. So it was a lot of fun to be out there. I was out in North Carolina, and it was my oldest daughter's birthday. So I took her out to a cafe for breakfast called the Moose Cafe. And it's out by there's a big farmer's market there. And they had these bubbas. They were hanging out there at the farmer's market. So I had to get my picture taken.
Oh, yeah, I'd do the same thing in a heartbeat. Get right in there with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you just got back from a trip, a hiking trip?
Yeah, no, just well, I did a lot of hiking, but just went camping with the dog.
Oh, okay. How was that?
That was pretty good. We had ice this morning, so
oh, really?
Kind of interesting.
Huh.
I was planning on getting up and getting out early, and it's like, oh, my tarps are all frozen stiff. So I had to wait till they thawed out enough to fold them up.
Oh my. Got rerun on here. That's good to see you. Yeah, I didn't realize that it would get that cold out there. I guess in the desert, though, it still does get cold.
Yeah, it was, I think the high was 64, 65, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, over the radio, it kept saying, again, to get a frost warning. And I'm like, what? I got up at 6 o'clock. It wasn't frosty at all. But by 7, everything froze solid.
Weird.
Yeah. And then the sun come up about 8:30 and thawed everything out real quick.
Well, I watched your video with that one draw where the water came into there. That's always fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to go out while it was raining, try to catch the start of it, but it was raining so hard. There'd been no way to film it.
I guess when it comes, it comes. Yeah.
Within a couple more hours, it was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I went out there at night. I tried to do some footage at night, but my cameras really suck at night. Mm-hmm. So none of that came out. But yeah, I went out, I don't know, a couple hours after the shot the wash, just filling up, and it was done.
Huh.
The water just moves right on through.
The water was gone.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a different environment, man, I tell you.
Yeah.
I watch Nicole as she gets down in Utah and she gets in some of those, some of those canyons and some of those. Yeah. I'm thinking,
don't do that in bad weather.
No, swim fast, swim hard, swim fast. Oh my. Yeah. I was talking to a guy today that there's a river here called the Verdigris. And then of course, it's like a lot of these Western rivers. It has little tributaries that go off from it. And they said they were out there and camping and just happened to turn on transistor radio and heard that there was a flash flood. They hadn't seen any weather.
Right.
It was way north. And so they grabbed their stuff and got up. They had a little boat and it had a little bitty 3-horse motor on it. and they pulled it up as far up the bank as they could. They tied it up and then they climbed up the muddy bank trying to get up there, and they sat on top and was sitting there, fixed breakfast, was eating breakfast, and then and they heard it coming and looked down and the boat was gone.
Oh, wow.
It took their boat and everything. So that was crazy.
Yeah, all over out here, there's signs: "Do not enter when flooded."
Yeah.
You know, because I guess people just don't understand the water's moving fast. You know,
Yeah.
it might not be very deep, but it's moving fast.
It doesn't take much.
No, and they don't really mark them very well. They put a
Oh,
cone up, you know, because the road will go straight, then dips down for the wash and keeps going straight. Well, you come over the top of that hill and you'll see a cone. It means there's water in the road, and you're doing 65 miles an hour. It's pretty crazy.
yeah. 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 That's insane. That's insane. That I've seen, flooding, but it generally just sort of creeps up, and then it's
Yeah,
crazy. But out there, it's a whole different story.
yeah.
It just
It
comes out of
just
nowhere.
comes and goes, and if it's raining in the hills, you don't want to be in lowlands.
Yeah, yeah. Now your where you had your RV parked or your motorhome parked. That up
Yeah,
high or
we're well above. I'd say 15, 20 feet above.
oh okay. So it's
And
what a
it's a good sized wash. I guess it filled up when I was in California, so I missed a good storm, but I was dealing with it in California, so it was pretty bad there.
yeah. Were you there when it was flooding all over the place? Were you in California at the time?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. We had just in our park. I was out hiking around at night because it was a nighttime event, and it was just flooding everywhere, and a lot of the roads stayed closed for quite a while.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I was watching it, and then I was in where was I? I guess I was driving out to North Carolina and saw it. That's when I sent you the note
Yeah,
asking you if it was okay because it was saying that it was going to be heading. It kept going east, and it looked like it was going to go through where I thought you were,
yeah.
but
It
I didn't
didn't
look.
hit us as bad as it did in California for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that was bad. And then they don't have any. I remember when I was commander of Fort McCoy, I had two sub installations that I was responsible for. One was Fort Hunter Liggett, California, big area, and then the other was what was it? Camp Dawson? Yeah, little bitty postage stamp installation, but it was right outside of San Francisco, and it was when the rains would come in, it was just nuts.
Yeah,
When they, but it was like here, it didn't rain much, but when it did rain, it was everything. So
yeah. I'm more used to like up in Washington where it's gonna flood. Okay, it means after a while the water table's just coming up and up and up slow. You know,
yeah,
but here it's immediate.
yeah, yeah. I'm. We had a lady die in the church on Sunday morning, just as I was getting everything started. And now we're trying to arrange the funeral, and the family just contacted me. So I'm going to send them a quick text here.
I'll go for it. Hey Eddie, hey Kevin, how you guys doing today?
Okay, there we are. Yeah, got Devil Dog on here. It's always good to have him around. And he helped me out with this Nightbot thing. He was the one that told me, really, as I was getting into StreamYard and Nightbot, he helped me out. So
Cool. He's a very helpful person for sure. For a Texan.
yeah, well, oh goodness. Actually, I love Texas. I could be a Texan real easy. I was stationed down at Fort Hood for well, it was supposed to be 2 years. It turned out just to be one. and that was too bad. But we had a lot of time, a lot of fun.
Yeah, our travel plans are gonna loop us through Texas, basically the northwest corner of Texas.
Oh, okay. So you
And
won't
then
get over as
into,
far as Amarillo, will you?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I can
okay.
actually look it up. We have it scheduled. So
If you get to Amarillo, there's the Texan is a restaurant there, and you really ought to go in there and eat. If you eat their steak and all the trimmings, it's free.
oh wow.
But it's got to be the 72-ounce steak, though.
Yeah, that's not happening. I can eat pretty good, but nope, not like that.
And well, the surprising thing, I've been in there. I've seen them try it. I just went in there to watch them try, and they it was funny because I've never seen anybody do it.
Right.
But they have this display as you walk into the restaurant to show all the ones, that you get your name on the board if you did it. And I want to see you do it, Devil Dog. I want to. You tell me when you're going over there. I'll come down there and watch you. They had this one picture of this girl. She looks like she was maybe. Well, they said she weighed 125 pounds, and she ate 5 of them. Now I don't know what they did to her after she ate them, but she ate 5 of those steaks.
No, not happening.
Yeah.
I can eat pretty good when I want to, but nothing like that. And I am going right through Amarillo.
Oh, yeah. It
I'll
is
be
really
there on the 10th.
I
think the 10th.
You have to say by morning.
Oh, by morning?
I guess. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if you're there and if you can go, guys, go in there. It's good food. It is very good food, but you don't have to eat that steak. But I would like to see Devil Dog eat it.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, they changed the name of Fort Hood. I can never remember that. They've changed the name of so many Army posts, but the new guy, he is a Medal of Honor recipient, and well done. So
cool.
Sandy's watching in the rafters. It's good to have everybody here. I just went out to North Carolina last week, and then I had to get home. I had to be home Saturday, so I drove straight through from North Carolina to here.
Now, where are you in Kansas?
I'm in southeast Kansas, down Joplin, Missouri is an hour away.
Okay.
Bartlesville, Oklahoma is 40 minutes away. So I'm right there, in that little corner between.
Yeah, I'll be cutting through kind of the mid area from the west.
So are you gonna be coming across 70?
I can barely read these numbers. No, doesn't look like 70. Looks like I'm on 70 for a little bit to go into Salina.
Okay.
And
then you're going to cut down.
Yeah, go back north from there.
Oh, north from there. Okay. Okay. Do you know when you'll be there yet?
Well, at the same time I'm leaving Texas, 4/10.
4/10.
So a couple months.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I could probably drive up to Salina and just say hi.
Well, it looks like we're camped there somewhere.
Okay, there's a KOA grounds there.
Abilene.
Okay, Abilene.
Well, I don't know if it's a camp, but we got to stop there.
Okay. Abilene's that's a neat town. It has the Eisenhower Museum in it and a bunch of other
cool.
stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, our path is looking, well, it's incomplete right now, but it's coming along. And you know, as well as I do, that path could change at any minute.
Well, yeah, that's the way I am. When I was driving back, oh man, that got long. Tennessee is such a long state to drive through.
You got to go the other direction, north to south.
Okay, yeah, and then it's really short. It's not too bad going north to south.
Right. Well, that's the same thing. We're going through Oklahoma. I don't even think we're stopping for gas.
Yeah. If you're coming up from Texas,
Yeah, it's just coming up from Amarillo to Salina, Kansas.
Yeah. So you'll be coming up 35 then, the turnpike probably, or just I-35, go through Wichita.
No, we're not going through Wichita. We'll be going through Dodge City and Great Bend and going that way.
Okay, so you're out west. All right.
Yeah, west and going north till we hit Nebraska, then go west a little bit.
Okay.
Until we hit South Dakota, then major westward turn at South Dakota.
And this is all going back up to
going back to Washington.
Washington. Okay.
Yeah, then we're going to stop Yellowstone, go up through Butte, Missoula, and over the hills into Washington, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, Camping Cage says he's an hour south of Joplin. We're almost neighbors. I'm at Joplin in Missouri is where I get my cars worked on. So
cool.
And,
it's amazing when you look at it. It's, there's a lot of country here, but we're all spread out in it. So, you can't go somewhere without finding somebody you know in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really small world that we live in.
It gets real small when you get to your hometown.
Well, that too, especially this hometown.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, but it's good. Very good. Well, Camping Kate, you got your college degree there. You didn't happen to go to College of the Ozarks, did you? That's a neat place. When after I retired from the Army, my dream was to go back to the Ozark Mountains in Missouri and stay there. That didn't happen, but that was my dream.
There's so many beautiful places. You just got to pick one.
Well, yeah, and you got a good deal that you can just sort of cruise through a lot of them.
Yeah. Man. Points of interest, things we want to see, we just put them on the map.
Yep. Abilene is a neat town. It was part of the old, the Chisholm Trail came out of Texas. They would drive the cattle up.
Right through Abilene, yeah.
Abilene to the trailhead there, and then the train would take them out to California or back east. And,
right.
And then that's also Eisenhower. The Eisenhower Museum is there. His presidential library is there.
Cool.
And it's pretty cool. Presidio, Texas, near Big Bend. I'd never heard of. I thought Presidio was in California. know there was a Presidio, Texas. Missouri Southern. That's a good school too. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to, I got video that I've been working on, trying to get ready to send it out on Friday. It sort of talks about changing the course of what I'm going to be doing, I think, over the next few years.
Oh, cool.
I did this last hike, and it nearly broke me. I'm still hurting from it. So
the older we get, the shorter those hikes need to be sometimes.
Yeah. It was a wake up call. So I'm thinking I'm gonna set my car up and do more
car camping,
shorter hikes, and more car camping. Yeah.
That's what I do mostly is I'll go take the Jeep out, I set up camp, and I go for a hike, and I go till I want to turn around, basically.
That's what I want to do. That sounds like the thing to do.
And every once in a while, you get to find really cool rocks.
Oh, that's a pretty one. Quartz.
Yeah, quartz crystals.
Yeah.
I found a few.
Wow. Was that there where you're at now?
Where I just came from, like this last
really?
trip.
Man, those are nice, Tony.
Yeah, I still got to clean them up a little better, but I got 7 really nice ones out of that trip. So
yeah, Kevin, you're right. Getting old, it's not for wimps.
Look at it this way. We made it this far. We can keep going.
We can keep going for a while. Yeah, well, one of the things I did, and I knew it was going to be a mistake, but I did it anyway because I'm just thick-headed. But I took way too much camera gear. So I had almost 15, 18 pounds of camera gear.
You use all of it?
Yeah, I did. I used it all.
That makes a difference then.
But it was, man, I'm not used to that. And I got a couple of more. I'm going to buy a new lens for my camera, and it's a big zoom lens. I mean, this sucker, it's a 500 millimeter zoom.
Another 5 pounds, 8 pounds to your pack.
Yep. So I gotta change the way I do things.
It's hard to go back from just me carrying the GoPro because it's so light, so simple. I got a little tiny tripod with it, and
I got one just like that.
Nothing, and you always got your phone, no matter what. You always got your phone, but
that's right. That's true.
So there's 2 right there. And this trip, I had I had my big old Canon, which is like that. But I was just walking around, so it didn't matter too much. I use that for the sunrise and sunset shots because it really does take better pictures.
They do. They can they can bring in that low light a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And
I wish I could view the sky with the camera because oh my gosh, it was beautiful out there.
Oh,
no light pollution. I'm out there right in the middle of the hills. Ooh, it was hard to go to sleep that first night because I had the canopy set up, but I took my cot and slid it out so my head was not under it.
So you could see the stars.
So I could see the stars, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, Mark Twain National Forest is amazing. I've done a lot of hiking through there. There in Missouri has so many parks, and I mean the forests really that you go through. When I did the Ozark Trail, that was pretty neat. It goes through several different forests, And then there's the Ozark Highlands Trail down in Arkansas. That was the one I started to do, and then I ran out of water. So I needed
That's
some of that
not
rain.
good.
No, it wasn't
I
good.
can see that happening out here, but where there's water everywhere running out, it's not good.
It was just such a drought. And there was a note, Roaring River State Park. I love Roaring River State Park. Yeah. I go to Branson. Actually, Roaring River was where my wife and I had our honeymoon. Was there. Let's see. Any funny stories tonight? Hey. Oh, the 25-cent washer. What you got?
Did you get that from us?
Yeah.
Since-
Yeah. So when I'm done here, I'll. But yeah, funny stories. Tony, you got any funny stories? I'm trying to think of something.
Not really funny stories.
You didn't stay long. Probably
Every day is a new story. It's just not that funny anymore.
Oh my. Let's see. I don't know how funny this one is. This was back when I was a young lieutenant. I was an engineer officer, so we did demolition, and I still love to blow things up. It's just fun. Big booms are fun.
But having to break.
Yeah. We had a thing. It's called an abattis. It was where you took demolition cord. It's like a rope, only it's filled with a high explosive, and you wrap it around a tree, and if you blow it, it will cut that tree in half. So what we did was we'd take a block of C4 and put on one side of it, which was, of course, explosive, and then wrap the tree with this det cord and then run it to the next tree. And the idea was that the trees would be standing up, and when you blew them, you wanted to cut them in half so that they would fall in between each other, and then you couldn't drive through. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. And so you couldn't drive through with a tank, right? So
All right.
So this was the mission, and I was out there, and I'm in charge of it. So we placed all the demolition, but we had a whole lot of extra. I mean, a lot of extra. We had like
more trees,
30,
more trees, more trees.
Well, I put them all around one tree. And we were getting ready to do this, and I went out to look at it, and all of a sudden this one, I'm a lieutenant, this 1-star general shows up, and he wanted to see the demolition. And he looks at that and he said, "What are you going to do with that one?" I said, "Sir, we're going to launch that one." So we get way back, and we blew it, and when we did, all the trees fell in except for that one, and it was just like a rocket. It just one big old tree going straight up in the air, and we did launch it. So I didn't have to turn any of the ammo back in, so it was great.
Perfect.
And it's been long enough now that statute of limitations, I don't have to worry about it. I can tell the story. Oh, man.
As long as you didn't hit the ISS, you did good.
Yep.
Put a tree
back
in
in
orbit.
those days, there was no ISS back then, Tony.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Oh, goodness. But the things we've done in our lives, it's crazy. Okay.
A lot of explosives for sure. Hey, Peter.
Yeah. Well,
We usually played with gunpowder more than anything. Easy to get, and
yeah.
Get some good cannon fuse and gunpowder. We used to take 2 bottle caps, just fill it with gunpowder, put the fuse in it, then wrap it with a barbed wire and duct tape and make a big old huge ball out of this thing. It's got a little tiny explosive in it, but boy, oh boy, great for clearing out blackberry bushes. Light it and run.
Yep. Oh, I was evaluating a National Guard unit. This was in West Virginia, and they were good guys, but they were all National Guard, and so they had a day job. This is what they were doing weekends and on 2 weeks in the summer. I was there with them for this 2 weeks, and they all worked for fireworks manufacturing plant
Nice.
in Pennsylvania somewhere. And so we got along really well. I go back to my Jeep, and on the seat of my Jeep, it's just covered with stuff. I mean, all kinds of. They said, well, you know what an M80 is, don't you? I said, no. They said, well, an M80 is 80 grains of TNT, black powder.
Great for mailboxes and toilets.
Yeah. This is an M100. These are things that they just sort of had made up. So
Right.
here's an M100, and it was a big old fat thing. And then they started saying, okay, and these are M1000s. And they were sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
So I drove all through those back hills and those mountains with those things and throwing them over into the hollers and hearing them go whoom. Going up through the hollers out there. It was crazy. Hey, Ken, good to see you. If you guys, well, I could put the link up here, I guess. I think that's it. If you can figure it out, it's one of those good StreamYard links. But yeah, it was.
I will say the hard part about you putting the link there, it's hard for people to get.
So how do you do it then?
You paste it into your YouTube chat.
I don't have my YouTube chat open. Oh, I could. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you just do it from here.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go here.
I mean, I always keep my YouTube open, but
yeah, I never do because I get this echo when I do.
Yeah, I mute everything else but StreamYard, so it helps a little bit. You might.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Let me see if I can do that.
Also, wearing the headset helps with me.
No, that didn't do it. That was Tamron. That's not what I want. All right, let me try this one more time here. No, messed that up. All right. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're right. The invite.
Yeah, you just go to the top of the StreamYard, copy the link at the top of StreamYard.
Yeah.
And then you can paste it wherever. I mean, I can paste it right here. It'll probably paste on my channel, though.
Here, I got it right. Okay. Yeah, you get it. And I got it right here, too. All right. That's not right.
Oh, there you go. And then usually if you have your YouTube open, you can pin it to the top, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm technologically challenged. You never know that I actually worked in computers, but
yeah, I just pinned it on mine. Easy enough.
Okay. Yeah, I did mine too. So there it is.
But yeah, that's how you get the, because if you put it in the banner, they have to literally type it out to actually get in there because you can't copy it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that works good. Oh, there's Ken. Let me bring him on here. See how
Hey guys, that worked.
Hey. Yep.
I've been listening for
And
a little bit.
I'm illiterate too. What's that, Ken?
I've been listening to you guys, looking for the link, but
Did you not get the email?
I didn't. Or if I did, look at my junk. I didn't see it.
That may be it.
No, I don't see it there.
Oh my.
Did you not link him?
Is my speaker all right? I'm just using my laptop, an old laptop.
Yeah, it's fine.
Dressed kind of my raggy old sweatshirt here.
Okay. I went out today, this afternoon, and drove around, and there's a place near here. I think, Ken, we went over there where there's bison.
Yep.
So I went over there and took some pictures of some of the bison
Nice.
and hung out for a little bit. That was a lot of fun.
Tony, I came in just when you were showing your stones. Is that quartz?
Yeah. Quartz crystals.
Nice. That's a good size one.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I found way bigger, but
When'd you find that?
that one yesterday.
Nice.
This one I found this morning.
Yep.
Still needs cleaned up, but
How much smaller when you tumble them? Do they shrink?
I don't tumble these.
Oh, you don't?
No, I broken hunks of them. I'll tumble them, and yeah, you probably lose 10 to 30%, depending on the rock.
So those you just clean up?
Yeah, I just clean up. I got a bag. I put them all in and pull them out and look at them. Basically, is all I got them for.
Bag of treasure.
Yeah. I've definitely found pretty good sized ones. I don't got any right here, but I found some pretty big ones in that area.
Yeah. Have you ever done, I'm always interested in when you get those metal detectors and going out and doing that.
No, I keep thinking about doing it, but a lot of places I go don't allow metal detecting.
Yeah.
Like where I was getting these rocks, you can't use any kind of tool at all, and a metal detector is a tool.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't realize that.
And they have a limit, 10 rocks or 10 pounds, whichever comes first. So I have 7.
7 rocks?
7 rocks, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even close to quarter pound.
I live near the shore. It'd be fun to go out with a metal detector. You know, go in early after the people have been on the beach the day before.
Oh, I bet.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, around here, I'd love to do it for finding meteorites and stuff like that. Because they got whole clubs out here that do that and get together, and they'll just blanket an area looking for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's his name? John, out in Utah. And I think you follow him. He goes out shed hunting. Minute on the Mountain.
Yeah,
Oh,
sheds are nice finds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like fun too.
Hey, Gerbs.
So Dan,
I actually have a couple sheds with me. I just haven't decided what I'm doing with them yet. Probably going to end up being knife handles, but you never know what to do with them. Make a ferro rod, you know.
So Dan, the cameras are too heavy, huh?
Yeah, they are. They are, man. I tell you, I can't. My back is still hurting.
Now that was just an overnighter, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine carrying all that and add in a couple days more food?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do that. That would have got me up over 40 pounds.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, I know if I go over 40 pounds, I'm only going a mile or two, and I'm done.
Yeah. Yep. I did find another trail here in Kansas that I want to go check out. It'll be a 3-day hike. It's almost 40 miles. Let me see if I can find it again. It was Lake. Where was it?
What part of
Here.
Kansas?
It was, it's up between Topeka and Kansas City. Perry Lake in Ozaki, Kansas. So never heard of that before, but there it is.
That's the problem with living in your own state and always traveling to somebody else's.
Yeah.
Still places in my state I haven't seen either.
So is that a trail that goes around the lake, Dan?
Yeah. Well, it goes up along the shore and then it cuts back out and then it comes back. So
Just one side
there
of
used
it?
to be a town there. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Sandy knows this place. She knows everywhere. But yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's where I do want to go up there and hike that. I get this email, like there's a email stream of only in your state, and you can get all kinds of information that you would never know. Though this is only in Kansas, and so I get these emails a couple of times a week that have different things to check out.
I got a weird email today. Well, I guess it
Oh,
was yesterday, but I didn't have service or anything. There's a company reaching out to me wanting to test their products out, and they want to send me a whole ton of products to
oh, really?
test out. Yeah, tents, jackets, stuff like that.
Oh, buddy.
That sounds like fun.
Why are you talking to me? I don't got a big channel.
Oh, me.
You gonna try it?
Yeah, I responded to them, told them, hey, I wouldn't have a problem checking it out. They make winter tents and winter outfits. So I guess they're going to send me 2 tents and 3 outfits. I'm heading some colder climate, so that's going to be nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey guys, I can't stay long. I just got word it's time to eat, so I'm being summoned.
Okay. I'm gonna have to stop early as well. I gotta talk to a family and for a
Take care of
funeral.
business.
Yeah, it's part of these things that happen. It
Yep.
was
Hope you had a
really
good trip to North Carolina.
It was, but man, I tell you, Tony, again, I'm getting too old for these long drives. That was right at a 19-hour drive coming home.
Oh,
So
and you pushed right through it?
Yeah, because I had to be here, and I left out at 5 o'clock. I left at 5 o'clock.
Dark
Maybe
to
in the
dark.
morning. Yeah, I left at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get here till 11 o'clock that night.
We're getting ready for a long one. We're going to Florida from Connecticut, but we're going to go down to the south. So my wife wants to see the Everglades, and then we're going to drive out the Key West. So we're going to drive down the East Coast, and then on the way back up, her sister lives over on the West Coast, so we'll stop there, and then we're going to go up to the Panhandle. But yeah, that's a long drive. We're going to break it into 2 days, 2 9-hour days going down, and then spend some time in the southern Florida, and then take our time coming back up.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun.
I know I got a couple of drives on my way north. They're like 8 hours, and I'm not looking forward to that at all.
I usually love to drive those
2 days in a row kind of thing.
It's hard.
Just like you're talking about. It's tough to do it back to back.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm a couple years younger than you, Dan, but it's still hard.
Yeah.
It's catching up to me. It's catching up quick, Ken. I'm just feel like I'm getting beat up here.
Yeah.
It surprises. It has surprised me. This last 4 years has really I've really started to feel it. And then really this last 2 years, I have felt it a lot more. And
Well, you travel a lot. You get around.
yeah, but I want to stop.
And then you have, you're on time limits too, because you always have to be back on Sundays for the most part.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hard to fit your schedule sometimes too. Or I want to go over here, but boy, I'd like to spend more than a day there.
Yeah.
Hey, Canadian.
I'm every once in a while, like there's a time coming up in July, I'm going to take about a 9-day stretch. So I just got to get somebody to fill in for me on that Sunday, and I can do that, but I can't do that.
You're going to go hiking or just go car camping?
Car camping, really. Well, both.
Yeah.
But
Hey guys, I'm gonna go. Have a good night.
Later, Cam.
all right, man. You take care. Thanks for
Take care.
popping in. Always good to
Yep.
see you.
Good to see you guys. Bye.
Bye. But,
I think it's
yeah.
more fun for me when I go car camping, because usually the first day I get there, I set up, I sit down.
Yeah.
The drive's behind me. Now I get to enjoy the camp life. And I like to at least have one day where I'm not driving.
Yeah.
So like for me this week, I left Saturday and I spent all day Sunday hiking again. I don't know how many miles I put in, but constantly all over looking. For me, I was looking for rocks and enjoying the countryside. And then, next day, got to get up, drive back, which I was only, I think, an hour and a half, 2-hour drive out.
Yeah, I think this car camping thing could be really nice, because I'm like, I hike all day long, and then you get to a campsite to set up, and I'd love to have a fire and love to just sort of hang out.
But I'm done.
I'm whooped. Yeah, I'm just whooped. So
Saturday for me, I wanted to have a fire and sit around and enjoy that. But I was from driving, exploring, because we spent most of the day driving around in the hills exploring new areas.
Yeah.
And the time I got camp set up, it's like, no, I'm gonna sit down, have a shot of whiskey and a beer and relax. I didn't even and yesterday, it's like, heck with it. We're gonna have a fire. Grabbed the chainsaw, went out, cut some wood, brought a bunch with me too, and had a fire. Once the fire went out, I went to bed.
Yeah. Nice.
And I sat there till that fire went out too.
Did you use your little chainsaw?
Yeah. It had a hard time with some of that hardwood, I'll say that.
Connect a power pack to the camera while recording. Yes, and I can. Bob's asking about connecting a power pack. I do that all the time, really. If I'm recording at night and doing a time lapse, or if I'm
set them together.
Yeah, I just put my battery pack on it. I have the A6700, and it never worked. The only time it would overheat is if I set it to 4K 160, and then it will overheat after about maybe 30 minutes. But other than that, everything else, and I never use 120 4K for that long. I just did it so I could see if it would do it or not. I typically, record at 24 frames per second, because that's what we see. So, hey, Kevin.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Tony. How are y'all guys doing?
Doing okay. You?
I'm doing good. I'm just on my weekly countdown to retirement. I think it's 47 weeks now.
To retirement?
Oh, nice.
Very good for you.
A couple weekends ago, I met up with my friend Justin. His channel is Backroad Freedom, and we did some truck camping out at South Lano River State Park in the hill country. And that next day, we did a hike where we hiked on a couple trails.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so we had a great time, great weekend, great weather for it. We did get caught in a thunderstorm out there while camping, but it was real brief, you know, no real big effects. And then the weather was perfect the next day.
Yeah.
Think we started out and it was in the 40s, and then I don't think it even got out of the 50s, and just
Oh, nice.
bright sunshine, you know.
Really? For
Yeah, so,
Texas, that's great.
yeah. So, oh, in Texas, this is the time of the
Yes.
year to be hiking. I think same with Tony. Yeah, if I recall right, you're out of Arizona.
Yeah, I'm in southern Arizona, so yeah, this is the greatest time of the year for hiking.
Yep.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
because summertime's brutal,
Oh
both
my.
places.
I have no idea.
Yes.
I'm not going to be here.
I'll be here, but I mean, good portion of my work is outdoors, and
Yeah.
you couldn't put me in an office; I'd go nuts. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
You can't even put me in a house.
yeah. So we got a couple events planned, where Joanne, who's the tribal chair of the Humano Nation of Texas,
Yeah.
this weekend will be at the Texas Tribal Buffalo Ranch, where they're going to actually harvest a buffalo. You know,
Really?
so I'll be in on doing that. So
Oh my.
I haven't
So,
skinned a buffalo. That sounds fun.
yep, we were at that ranch last fall, and of her position, she gets invited to these things,
yeah.
and I happen to put them up on YouTube.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That is amazing. Yeah, I just, you know, you see the movies and you see, riding out among all those buffalo with the and to take one down, and I'm thinking, is that a good idea? I mean, those things are huge.
They're huge, and when you're around them, you have to have care because they can be aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
um, I'm trying to think of. Okay, yeah, now I remember it. There. You mentioned the Chisholm Trail. There's
Right.
also the Goodnight Loving Trail, and at that time they were slaughtering the plains buffaloes, but the wife of Charles Goodnight said, "Let's keep some of them. We don't want to
Yeah.
have them all killed." And now the descendants of the animals that she had rescued are now at Caprock Canyon State Park in the Texas Panhandle.
Okay.
Cool.
Buffalo herd came from her.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, considering
I
how many
could be
buffalo they
wrong on
wiped
that
out,
name.
that's impressive, though.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
That was exceptionally foresighted, you know.
Yes, sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
So,
Sandy's asking you, Kevin. Sandy's asking if you shoot black powder. Do you shoot black powder?
do I shoot black powder? No, I never have.
Okay.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it would be fun. Yeah.
It's messy, but it's still fun.
Oh yeah, and a lot of fouling in the barrels from it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, whatever I've shot before was smokeless powder, so
Okay.
which really is a derivative of nitroglycerin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be fun to shoot black powder. You shot it then, Tony.
Oh yeah, many different styles over many years. I prefer the long rifle for sure. It's just easier to use and more fun. But I'll tell you what, those guns weighed a ton. Those
Yeah.
guys out there running in the woods with those things, wow.
Oh yeah. Then plus they had to carry the rounds, the powder.
Oh yeah, and keep the powder dry. Always had to
Yep.
keep powder dry, and then you still had to have your flint. I mean, all kinds of
because-
action. Now we just put them in a little shell. We call it gut.
Now you're making me feel like a wimp because my back was hurting that last hike that I went on.
Yeah, what happened with the black powder when it gets wet, the sulfur component will react with the water, and then the powder's no longer any good.
Yeah. Wow.
That's why they usually kept them in the horns. You know, you see a lot of black powder people carry their powder in a horn because it was easy to seal it up.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just figured it was a cool looking container.
It's that too. And when it's empty, you can use it for drinking.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hope you wash it out a little bit good.
Oh, well,
And the black,
that's good for the ingestion, right?
and the black powder is a salt
I carry one.
substitute.
Yeah.
This
Very
one I
neat.
carry for my belt. So it's just a
No
little
kidding.
drinking horn.
Oh, that's fun.
Belt loop.
That's
So, you know, I
Yeah.
do the Viking reenactments. You got to have one of these for the mead.
Ah. Very fun. Very fun. Well, Sandy, you're just a lot of surprises. I didn't know she went to these rendezvous, and that's pretty neat.
It is a shot glass.
Yep.
The Vikings take bigger shots than normal people.
Oh my.
And it's pretty
Okay.
easy to do. You clean it really well, you boil it, and then you melt beeswax and you line the whole inside with beeswax.
Ah,
That way the horn doesn't kill the flavor, whatever you put in there.
do you have to maintain it? Do you have to keep?
Oh yeah. Right now I need to redo it because I just chiseled all the beeswax out the other day because it was cracking. Which I got plenty of that laying around, so easy enough to heat it up and pour it in there.
Put it in there.
I have bigger ones too. I have lots of horns. I got one I got with me. It's a calling horn. It's about 2 feet long, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
for doing the calls and stuff like that. Sounds horrible. Or I make it sound horrible. How about that?
Oh my. Well, guys, I hate to do it, but I think I gotta bring this thing in for landing because I do have to call this family back and make these arrangements. But
All right. Well, thanks for having me. Yeah.
Kevin, it's great
Thanks
to
for
see you.
coming up,
Thank
Kevin.
you for coming in, and Tony,
Good to
thank you.
Good to see you, Tony and Danny.
Yeah, always good. Good night, guys, and good night, Bob. Great to have you on here, Bob. I enjoyed. I watched your last video. A lot of fun. These guys, again, Boda Bob makes me think of In the Backyard with Dale. If you ever watch Dale's videos, Boda's is like it is. Okay, well, I gotta close. Y'all take
right.
care.
Not everybody.
Next
Good
week. Good night. Take care. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.